YouTube, what's going on? So today I'm going to be giving you a top 5 fragrance slash cologne list that I have been wearing this summer for 2026. So without further ado, I'm just get straight into the point, kind of give you a little quick rundown, and take this with a grain of salt. Everyone has their own kind of preference slash liking. So my top 5 may not even acquire to your top 5, or you know what I mean, whatever. This is going to be a Middle Eastern edition, and then I'm going to do a designer. I don't have niche, so I have one. That's so good. So I'm going to do kind of like a more medium range slash a little bit expensive next video. So just stay tuned for that bad boy. Starting off, French Avenue's Atlantis Extrait. This is a interpretation of Room 1015 Wave Child. I'm not sure by who it is or who the perfumer is, but bam, this is a very watermelon, Jolly Rancher scented fragrance. This is the most unisex out of the top 5 I'm gonna give you. I could easily see a female wearing this, a woman pulling this off just as easily. If anything, easier than a man because of that watermelon slash coconutty floral scent it has. So just kind of keep that in mind. Do not blind buy this, but I'm just kind of giving you like what the basis of what it really smells like. No, this bad boy is gonna run you around $40 to $50, give or take, depending on where you buy it and where you find it. Longevity on this bad boy is a solid 8 to 12 hours, easy. And even in extreme heat, right? I work construction outdoors, 95 plus degree weather these past few weeks. I wore this Wednesday, sprayed it on at 7 a.m., maybe like 6:40 a.m. So let it dry down so it's not obnoxiously suffocating my coworkers. And I came back home 7 p.m., pulled it out of the back of the car. Boom, I was like, oh, what is that? It smells good. And then I was like, oh shit, I forgot it's a cologne. It's 3 in the morning. I'm not even capping for the video on everything. This will last you. This is an Extrait. Let me see where it says. Extrait produced in 01/2026. Made in the United Arab Emirates. Habibis know how to have amazing scented fragrances in heavy oil concentration. So, W for that. Now, final verdict. Projection is easily 3 to 4 feet. Easy. Without windy situations. Windy situations, you're going to easily have like 8 feet distance. I'm not even lying to you. On everything. This, I think you could pull off in a work environment. Just 2 sprays. You don't need to overdo it because this is a very overpowering scent. This projects and it amplifies in the heat even more. So if you could wear this in a office environment since it's a climate controlled area. But if you're going to be outdoors, for example, you work in Home Depot and you go to the garden department or whatever, this is just going to project even stronger off of your skin. You can apply it on your clothes so it's kind of more dialed back, but it lasts longer if that's what you're into. I'm personally a clothes of application person, so I don't just overbear myself with fragrances. Atlantis Extrait, first out of the list. And in no particular order, we have number 2, Nitro Pour Homme Red Intensely. Magnetic cap. This is a flanker, meaning it's like a variation of the original Nitro Red Pour Homme, which is a interpretation of Invictus Aqua by Paco Rabanne. This smells, the OG in red smells like Rasasi Hawas, the OG, the purple bottle with the silver cap. However, this variates completely other in a full 360, full 180, only for the fact that Red Intensely takes away the sweetness that Nitro Red, the OG, has. So instead of smelling like a little watermelony Jolly Rancher, the Nitro Red Intensely It smells like just a cantaloupe, a sweet cantaloupe at that. Not just a water, not a melon, a sweet cantaloupe type of scent. Yeah, that's what it smells like. You smell some sweetness still in it, but obviously it's nothing compared to like, Nitro Red. Scenarios you could wear this in, like environments. You could pull this off in the gym easily. Just make sure you don't overspray more than like 2 to 3 sprays max. Why? Because this is a very strong projector. Easily 3 to 4 feet the first couple 2 hours. And if you're moving a lot, it's gonna leave a scent trail, a super powerful scent trail. I am talking an insane scent trail. In an office environment, since it is a projector for heat, I'd say it's also doable since you're going to be in a cooler climate. This isn't going to pop off your skin as strong, so you could apply it on your clothes. And in the office scent, just kind of dial back on the sprays, just 2 sprays to keep it light. And this could easily just work just as good. Since it is a little bit more mature and it has a little bit of woodiness on the dry down, I think this would be another great date night fragrance if you wanted to get potentially devoured by a girl or your date. Since it is watermelony, cantaloupe type of smell, it's a very edible sweetness to it. Intriguing, but powerful projector. 10 to 12 hours longevity easily. And for going on around like $35 through $45, depending on where you find it. You could even find it for 50 some places. I found some red, the OGs, for literally $29.99 at Burlington. It was like 3 of them bad boys. I was gonna pick them up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wanted to pick them up, but I was like, I was having an episode. But yeah, Nitro Red Intensely. On to the fourth one, the third fragrance, Vulcan Feu by God of Fire. This is an interpretation of God of Fire by Stephen Humbert Lucas. This is Vulcan Feu by French Avenue. A very mango, a very smoky, dark tajin with tampico and chamoy, scented, mango covered fruit cup. For all my Latino people, if you know, you know. Even some of the other people watching this, if you aren't Latino, this isn't a race thing, by the way, but if you've eaten fruit cups that have like a mango on it with like lemon, tajin, salt, and tampico, you'd know what mango smells like. With that on, this is exactly what this bad boy smells like. So if you want to get devoured for sure, like by a baddie, 10 out of 10, fucking, you name it, la del Instagram, whatever, la bandida, this would be it, fam. Especially if she's a Latina baddie, just fucking boom, easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. This is amazing fragrance. Easily 3 to 4 feet of projection, standalone, no wind gusts, no none of that. Gym fragrance, I would recommend this since it's super unique. It may be a little off-putting to some people, but I would not recommend you just blind buy. Kind of keep what I said in mind. It's not a bad smell though. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a bad scent. As soon as I smelled it the first time, boom, I fell in love with that. I literally sprayed that bad boy, and it lasted me from like 4 a.m. 7 p.m. easily. Of course, I wasn't working that day, but I mean, that just goes to show you how much it lasts. Projection is a bad boy. It's insane. Easily 3 to 4 feet, like I had mentioned earlier. And I think for the environment, this isn't as versatile as Red Intensely, or no, yeah, it's not as versatile as Red Intensely, since it is very sweet and like fruity. This is a more tropical type of scent, so you kind of take this to like the beach or like to the playa, or the same fucking thing, to the beach, like a lake, for sure a club. You can take this to the gym as well because you're gonna stand out for sure. Seasons, you can wear this literally any season. The other 2 colognes I've mentioned, any season just as good. Obviously, it's gonna project stronger and smell more intense during summer since it's a tropical fruity scent. But fam, in the fall and winter time, this is just cuts through the air like nothing. Vulcan Full by French Avenue. On to the fourth one. Now, number 4, Rasasi Hawas Malibu. This is a very coconutty, thick, creamy, coconutty pina colada scent. Oh my days, it smells good. Not as good as French Avenue's Vulcan Pho or Atlantis Extrait or Red Intensely, in my opinion. But it's more of a kind of more mellow coconut. Doesn't really smell synthetic to me. On skin, it's completely different to just standalone inside of the bottle cap and all. Wow, nice. This could be an amazing gem fragrance since it is a little more fruitier, and it's like it's not fruity, but it's more mellow. It's intriguing. It's inviting, warm, welcoming to your nose. If you catch a sniff of this, you're not gonna be like, ooh. You're gonna be like, ooh, that's nice. Who the fuck was that? You know what I mean? That's what you're gonna think whenever you smell this fragrance. Ladies, if you have a boyfriend, get him this, and you're not gonna regret it. Trust me. This smells like a pina colada. I don't know how. Okay, it doesn't smell like a pina colada because it's missing the pineapple, but it has that little coconutty scent. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with this bad boy. Professional wearings, you probably could wear this. I wouldn't recommend it though, since it's kind of it could be off-putting, especially if you're gonna go meet like some with like a bunch of people. It could be very off-putting to some. So it's definitely an acquired taste, but by all means, you could pull it off in the gym, for sure. Parties, you could easily put it off. Clubs, for sure. I'm trying to think of what else. Like a date night, like I said, this is also another edible fragrance. So we have the Watermelon by Extrait, Liquid Bronze. French Avenue's Science's Extrait is watermelon flavored. Vulcan Fool's French Avenue's is mangoey. Red Intensity is kind of a cantaloupe. This is a kind of coconutty, a thick coconutty, warm, candle scented kind of fragrance. Oh yeah, it's nice. 8 to 10 hours easily. Projection is 2 to 3 feet. A little more mellow than the other ones, but an amazing fragrance nonetheless. You can't go wrong with this bad boy. Now on to the last and final one. To finish the video off, we have none other than Lattafa Atlas. I have an inspector I know by the name of Eric. Shout out my boy Eric T. I'm not gonna say his name because he might get in trouble or whatever, but he told me about this fragrance. I did not think this. He was actually lying when he said all you need is 2 sprays of this bad boy. Fam, he was not fucking lying. Lattafa Atlas Atlas has its, I can't say Atlas, it's like weird Atlas. Lattafa Atlas is super powerful, hence the name Atlas. Sounds funny. Hence the name Atlas, because all you need is 2 sprays, bam, you're gonna smell this shit for days. I washed a black long sleeve from Magellan, like a fishing one, with the hood and the little balaclava mask. I washed it, right? I use Ariel powdered soap and the Tide Pods together. If you know, Tide Pods are super strong in itself. This came out of the dryer too at that high heat, smelling like this bad boy. I was like, no fucking shot, fam. I could not believe it, bro. This smells like. So now look, this is where this one is different from the other ones. This isn't as fruity or edible as the other ones. This is more of a take a Agua de Gio Profundo, the saltiness, marine type of beach vibe, and just amplify the saltiness with a little bit of, with a lot of saltiness, and like a breeze of the seaside air. That's kind of what this smells like. This, if you wear this in the beach, or you're going to go on a party, like a beach, a yacht club, whatever the fuck, a yacht party, a yacht beach. If you're gonna go to any of those kind of scenarios, fam, buy this bad boy. If you live near the coast, for example, Los Angeles, LA, I think that's kind of the same. Los Angeles, Cali, New York, and if you live near the ocean or any kind of water area, if you buy this, you'll be impressing baddies. Why? Because you can be like, oh, he smells like the beach. This shit projects 12 fucking feet. I'm not even bullshitting you, fam. If it's a windy day, people are gonna smell you to the like 10 feet away. I'm not even lying to y'all. I swear. This is super powerful, and it's an eau de parfum. God knows how strong it'd be if it was an EDT and how far it would project. So, Latafa Atlas, my final one. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoy this video. It's not anything major. I'm gonna try to make it super short as possible, and give you the most detailed descriptions and all. I will be uploading right now my fragrance edition for designer brands and one niche, since that's all I got. But without further ado, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and make sure to comment down below what kind of edition fragrances you'd want to see next. I'm thinking about doing a gym only fragrance edition right now before I do my designer's top 5 of summer. So with that being said, I love y'all. Enjoy this video and peace.